Hello, Andy here, and thank you for joining me here today in my chilly-ish garage. I did a stupid thing the other day, like we all do, no matter how experienced you are, even if you've got limit switches like this Ray 5 Mini has. I drove my laser, it was down here somewhere, I was doing some material testing, and it drove over to the right hand side, crashed into the side, and then you get that noise, which is a horrible noise. No one likes to hear that. And you can probably see, if I just angle my laser up, you can see the gantry here is not square. If you look at the back bar to this bar, you can see it's not square. And if I bring it here, and then you look where this plastic housing is and that plastic housing is, you can see there is a distinct difference. Now if I measure that, or if I do it by eye, you're probably looking at, well, if I put a piece of, yeah, that's 3mm. So the gantry has tracked 3mm this way. So when the head went over to there, horrible noise. So today we're going to fix that. Now this procedure is really for any laser. Now what's probably happened is that when the head has been driven over, one side the motor will turn here on this side, and then we've got this link bar, you can just see this link bar at this silver thing here, over to the other drive gear. And if the belts are slightly different in torque or tension, when that is happening, you could find that the belt is skipping over the gears, and that's why we've ended up with this cocking. So today we're going to cure that. So I'm just going to get some tools. I'm going to look. It's either the red or the blue. So what we need to do is, I'll bring you in here, is on this side, here where my thumb is, there are two grub screws. So just where my thumb is, there's a hole, and then there's a hole further round. I'll try and zoom in that on post. We need to release those screws, and that will allow us to move one side of the gantry without affecting the other one. So let me just see. Yep, there's one. And there's two. Okay, so now if I hold the left hand side, you can see I can now easily wobble the right hand side. Now before, I struggled pushing that, look, now I can push the gantry all the way back. Before, because it was cocked, I struggled pushing that right to the back of the laser. So what I'm going to do, let's see what that's banging on. Right, I'm going to try this because I've never crashed this laser before. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to push both of the gantry sides, so this side and this side, to the back. Apply a little bit of pressure. You can see without pressure, I'll zoom in here, you might be able to see it move. A little bit of pressure and it's just moved maybe 1.5 mil. So I'm going to use my fingers. Now if you haven't got big fingers, what I recommend you doing is take off the laser module. So I'm going to use my fingernails. And get under the white plug and remove the laser cable. Then I'm going to undo the... So now what you can do, if you've got a steel ruler, you can put that across the two pieces of plastic, and now when I'm pushing them I only need one hand to push it, and those are right at the back. So now I've got access to one of the grub screws. So I'm just going to nip that one up, just finger tight. And if I've got access to that one, yes I have, again finger tight, come back and do this one, and that's it, job done. So now if I move the laser backwards and forwards, yeah, look, that's moving, love. Doesn't come right to the front because it's hitting the limit switch. So that is now tracking lovely and smoothly. Let me just push the left hand side. There is no movement. So now I know that gantry should be perfectly square to the laser. So what happens now is when you want to cut a square, it will cut a square rather than cutting a parallelogram. How do you say that word? Because that's what I would experience if I had cut some shapes. Instead of nice square sides, you would have found one would have done that way or done that way, so your parts would have been a little bit drunk. Okay, happy with that. That was a quick fix. Anyway, I think that sums this video up nice and quick today, because I'm glad, because it's cold in the garage. So if you crash your laser and you hear that cogging noise, all you've got to do is slowly, and I mean slowly, this is the speed you want to move it at, because if you move it any quicker, these stepper motor there and the one there, if you're moving the gantry, they become generators. They make an electrical voltage and current, and what that will do, it will feed that power into the control board and into the laser module. And if you're doing it and you see any lights come up, now on the Ray 5 Mini, excuse me, I've just been painting there, the lights are on the front, so if you move it and you see the fan start rotating or lights come on, you're moving it too quick. So that's it. That's Andy. I'm going to go upstairs for a cup of coffee to warm up a little bit. As ever, I'm wishing you a great afternoon. Continue to make that happy, safe smoke, and perhaps you'll join me in my next video. Cheers for now.